Hello! I was just told that there was a microphone sound in the latest release. It's Carol's short story. Luckily, it's just during the main theme, so I can easily make a new one. But yeah, that's annoying. I hate when that happens. Let's get into it anyways. And of course, it's Monster Arena. We know that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Aleph is there. He looks ready. Nari is not ready. However, there will be a car that's free for her. That's the one. And what is she getting? The Narcushion, yeah. And she's also getting a... what is she getting? Panda, right? No, not that one. That's the bad one. We want the good one. I have another panda, yeah, that I got recently, but I haven't rolled it. Yeah. Right. Let's get ready. I'm just gonna... Here we go. Touch my fiancée too. That I'm gonna do arena so she knows. Here we go. Alright, let's go. See who we're meeting today. Ooh, bit late. 10 minutes late. But that's fine. Not in a hurry here. Guess it will take max half an hour or something. And wow, what is going on here? This queue is so slow. I realize I've been sitting here and recording and just talking for like almost 2 minutes. Okay, there we go. No, I know what they're gonna do, but whatever. Let's just go for it anyways. I am going to... Oh, okay. I was going to trick them with Scintilla. Well, where is Scintilla? Where is Scintilla? There she is. Well, now I'm disappointed. I was like, that happens sometimes. I'm like so prepared. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like a really interesting game, and then like, yeah, there it is. There's been another time as well when they kind of countered me, and it looked really scary, and I really try hard. And I think it was yesterday even, or was it the day before? And I started like playing, you know, and then I realized they were like 78 or something. I was like, oh. Well. I'm just thinking about that microphone sound. It was like this, you know, sound that I just made now. I don't know if you could hear, but like basically touching the microphone. Reason for that happening, by the way, is so annoying. It's because of my OBS. I can actually show you right here. So you see the OBS here. There's an option here where I record now on 2 different. So this is the game and this is the microphone. So that's fine. Doesn't matter. Like, you know, I can make all kinds of noises and just cut it out individually if there's something that I don't want to put in or whatever, or remove from the game, even, whatever it could be. However, when I'm streaming, both of these needs to be on the same line. There has been some streams months ago where you haven't heard anything what I said for a while, and we laughed at it later. That's because it looked like this. So I keep switching back and forth, and yeah, sometimes I forget, and yeah, very annoying. Anyways, oh, oh. But these queues though, wow, yaha. That's my text signal for my fiancé, by the way. It's the same sound that we have in game. I took it from the game. Oh, I love that one. Anyways, let's see here. Okay. What's going on here? Think, Lulleh. Okay, we're gonna play Noxia. And we're gonna play Mayreel. That lag spike though. Nuh-uh. Did not like that. That was really dirty. Anyways, let's go like this. I don't know, I got like this feeling it's gonna crash or something. I just get this like gut feeling sometimes. Maybe we should just restart after this, the client and everything. No, that was so bad by me. Okay, both of us missed. That was extremely horrible, but I think I'm gonna chain them anyways though, so it doesn't really matter. That's fine. That was a misplay, definitely. I didn't have enough speed, so you definitely want to build enough speed before doing that. Running in like half circles around Beth is super annoying for her. No, just go for it. Because she has that like frontal thing where it's gonna like miss you a lot. That's like, yeah, the way to go. You just want to really get close to them, like into them, and then yeah. With the speed. So build speed first, get close, then fire, not before like I did there. So I did that for demonstration purposes only on how not to do it. No, I'm kidding, that was actually a really bad one by me. Who could it be? Well, the queues are not in a hurry today, that's for sure. Is there a special day today or something? No. Weird. Now I remember that I forgot to... Okay, let's test this theory then, because I'm not too fussed about it anyways. Let's just keep going and playing, and then we'll just see if... You know, if it's gonna crash or not. If my gut feeling was correct. But here we have one. Alright, we can do the same thing again, I think. Let's just go for it. I wanna play the same. They have my Noxia, no sorry, they have my Irina and my Camel, so that's not gonna happen. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go with the same order. Alright. I mean, I don't really care. Should be fine. Okay. We're gonna pretty much try the same thing, minus the missing weapon skill part. Now I'm a little bit ahead, which is good. There you saw I waited a little bit there, just to really make sure that I would get it. Now he stole that box as well, which is awesome, so now we can really chain them. Oh, I should have fired faster there, just like nuking. Maybe I could have killed him before the box thing came. That was dumb. I didn't think I would do that much damage actually, so. Now it's obviously running away time. I really had to just go for it there. Now we're gonna see here. Now we have to lure him now. Alright. I figured I wanted to try to bait, but it didn't fall for it, so. Alright, not much to do there. But that's fine. Now it's Nox, there's a Nox, and then we have the Ruse, so this is actually really fine. Now I just wanna... Oh, they totally missed me there. That's interesting. No, and so did I. Oh, that's funny though. It's fine, but that was interesting. That was interesting. Well played. That's a really good trick, by the way. Like when they're gonna fire you, use the pet, and then kind of, yeah, the weapon skill will go through. I love to do that versus FPs, for example, when I'm playing Noxia. You just like run around and you know they're gonna. Yeah, I really love that. I hate playing Noxia versus Noxia, by the way. I haven't played her that much lately, so I definitely need some more time with her. But yeah, versus FPs, it's awesome to like really summon it last second there when they're throwing, and then they throw on the pet instead. Okay, IMG. Okay. I'll just go for it. I think we're putting Rue first, right? Yeah, we're putting Rue first. Like that. Reason is Rue is the most scary thing in here, I feel. And I don't want like Rue after my other characters, so yeah. I don't know if I should have used a weapon skill. But yeah. Yeah, we can work with that. So what I did there was a little jump, which means I get one extra. It was like I kind of interrupted myself in a way. So that little clip you have, or ammunition magazine, whatever you call it, was like charging up a little bit, which means you get one extra bullet, so to speak. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. Like if you can kill them in one go, then obviously you don't want to do that because it takes longer, but having that extra, yeah. Okay, okie dokie. They might give the win, I think. Or not. That's bad news. Can I play Noxia? I can't play Noxia, okay. I don't know what to play. I think he's trolling. He's trolling, I haven't built this one, of course he haven't. Like no one has built that thing, because it poo. No one fell for it, okay. Ha ha ha. Oh, Luna. Wow. I think I don't really see myself using a left probably this week. I don't even know, maybe am I? Probably not sure. What cards do you have, Aleph? You have HP cards, Pocket Watch and SSB. I'm highly thinking of just putting that on Clara actually. Should we do that? Let's do that. Let's get Clara ready. Oh, the conditional formatting is wrong in this spreadsheet. Is that the fire one? That's the fire one. Scintilla, then we put the spacer Clara. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna find my Clara and we're gonna have her ready. And obviously move her as well to there. No. Wait, there she is. What does she give? She gives range damage. Okay, so she's gonna be there instead of Camel. Alright, got it. Okay, so she's gonna have an SSB, that's the one from the left, yes. And then we will steal 2, I guess, HP cards, because whatever. I'll just take 2 at random here. She's super squishy, by the way. And then I will be using the pocket watch, I guess. I'm just making it easy for myself. So now we have her built and she's ready. So in case I see someone else playing Earth Mono, I'm just gonna go with her, just for fun. But yeah, because I've been talking about it like all week, but I haven't really come to it, so I feel it is time. Who was that? Oh, Cebu made a new video. Icebreaker. Okay, well, I don't think we need it here at least. Well, guess we're playing melee here. Right. There's an arena. I want to play Hanna. Okay, they're playing that. Now I don't know. I have really no idea what the last one would be. I kinda want to play my Scintilla, but Beth might be smarter here. Let's go with Beth. Oh yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think that's a safe approach here. I'm running a t-shirt on my Beth, by the way. I can like that. Just making her extremely strong or tanky, and you know, she has pretty slow attack, so I think it kind of procs pretty like nicely with that thing. So. Okay, knocked her first, that's fine. Okay, nice. Oh. Right, now I'm obviously at the advantage here. I mean, Beth isn't maybe the most engaging hero to play, but I love her style and everything, and you know, her artwork and whatnot. It's really awesome. I'm just going for it. So yeah, super costumes, by the way. I don't know, I probably not that many that's gonna hear this because it's like in the middle of the video. Maybe if no one is watching, like for those of you who watch the whole thing, obviously you will hear it. But yeah, super costumes. How are we looking there? We obviously have spoiler, by the way, and also Q. We have the Noxia one incoming next update, and China, I believe, got the Lillith one, which looks pretty cool. Like her attacks kind of become like reddish. It looks really cool, which is awesome because I like those heroes, both of them. Oh, Tommy! Oh, what did he say he's doing? I can't remember. He was up to something this week. I think he's playing Bianca or something. I'm not sure. Whatever. Tommy, what are you doing? I know. I see one you're not banning. Yep. Let's go. Okay. You can get countered, you can't get countered, and you... Yeah, this is the safe approach. We have to do it like this. Alright. But yeah, super costume. What more do you want to see? Okay, that was a good choice, I guess. No! Okay. Nine, 8, that's fine. These fast enemies, annoying. Anyways, yeah, super costumes. What do you want to see? I personally would obviously like to see Beth because she is my favorite. Marina would be really nice, although I do love her shark costume there. But yeah. Wow, I'm playing it so bad today. So yeah, Marina, Shark, nice. But would love to see Marina was my first one, by the way. My very first. Ow, that one hurt. So, GG, by the way. Right, we don't have anything for Rue or Camel or you know those guys. Mayreal. That would actually be cool. I would love that. Even though they're like super popular at the moment, but like yeah, I think that would be really cool. Like if they could make, because Camel, I'm not happy at all with his, you know, outfits. Definitely not. Mayreal has some really cool ones, and she has a lot. So I guess that would be a little bit wasted in a way, because she has like really good ones. Rue, I mean, I think we have a Rue player here. I think we have a Rue player here. Where's my Mayreal? Oh yeah, let's do this. I'm just gonna do this for fun now. So we're gonna play Rue, so they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna play that, but I'm gonna bring this one. Oh, it's gonna be fun. No. Why? Why would they do that? That's so disappointing. Yeah. Nah. Not sure what I think about that. Well, I did not see that coming. I thought it was gonna be a mono. Wow. Oh well, at least they have two of them. Okay, this is semi-bad. I need to really run here and we need to chain them. No bullshit here now, so... Okay. So here's the thing, I think we can all agree that the stats aren't the highest here of this player. But you saw that Camel took half my HP, no problem. Like, I hate playing Mayreal into Camel. That's like the worst. Yeah, it's really scary. So that's why I never put Mayreal first, by the way, in these kind of situations. Okay. Yeah, obviously I am not playing with a tank and anything like that, so I am more squishy. That's of course, but still, like, it's scary. You also saw here a comparison where they got kind of cornered with the future princes, so I could bomb them super safe. There was like no way I would miss that. However, running like Tommy did there would obviously make things a lot more interesting. So I think in that sense, like if you know or see that they know what they're doing when they're moving, or that you just know they're good players or whatever, then just take that extra seconds to really get close to them and be on their back, and then wait. I did indeed get a little bit trigger finger there, but yeah. All right. Okay. I don't have my Ogma built, and I don't know. My future princess, maybe. Yeah, let's bring her. We have crit, so might as well. I was thinking of bringing my Noxia, but I was like, I could in theory lose this. The reason is that if I get like, you know, the Noxia into the Camel, it could get really badly. So let's just see here. And this was obviously extremely unlucky. I think I would have been better off with Noxia though if I had put her in place. But yeah, guess we're back to being even now. Now I guess, okay. I need to kill this now. Do the jump. Oop. That's fine. Oof. Okay, that was extremely scary. GG. Ugh, that was very scary. Like, Princess is useless versus Mayreal, and so I couldn't have been more unlucky there. Oof. I didn't have my Ogma ready, and like, I don't know which tank to bring, and it got like really weird. Yeah, let's not do that again. Ugh. GG though. That was well played. Proud of my guildie. Oh, someone wrote GG to me. Who's that? Someone I met. Let's check later. And here's Beluga. And I'm gonna play this. And I might play Noxia, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna play Beluga anyways. Nah. I'm playing Arena, of course. Okay, what do we like here? What do we not like here? That one works, that one... Yeah, let's go like that. So, get close when you're gonna charge so you don't miss it like we saw earlier there. I mean, it's not really worth missing that thing. It does a lot, so... Now we gotta run. Now you wanna stay on them actually while this thing is happening, because they're gonna want to run. They don't attack you while the, you know, drive-by happens. So don't run away like I did on the first one. Just follow them around instead and like go for them. Definitely worth it. Now we're gonna charge here. I think this is the last game, by the way, yeah. Saw the difference of the charge there. Obviously that didn't really help me, but it was interesting nonetheless. So stay away and run in a half circle around her. Now we can do it maybe again. Yeah, there you go. Well, I do have the attack down though, that's interesting. Maybe it looked like it missed. Now I don't want to attack, of course. Wait for them. There we go. I don't know why it took so long or didn't chase them actually. I was thinking if there was something more to show or something, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, that's all the games today. And yeah, super costumes, back to that. What do we like, what do we want? Do let me know, because yeah, I'm actually curious to see what you guys want among what we don't have. My spreadsheet, by the way, as you know, is updated with this, where we can see. Let's actually have a look at that. But first, I'll just do this. I don't know, I've just been doing it the whole week, so I'm just gonna do it again. So you can just pause or whatever if you want to see who we met during this week, just to show everything. We have seen the equipment already, but there might be someone who haven't, so let's just take a really quick look at that too. I had my LF, I replaced him with my Clara, because I'm lazy, and I'm probably not going to play LF. And there you go, that's Clara. Then we of course have Nari as well, there she is. She's with those stats. And then I have 2 presets as well. 3 presets. That one, and that one. So we pull this thing in here, and you can see this is a spreadsheet. It's been updated, by the way. So yeah, you have the different heroes here, of course, and I have added this super costume timer here if they have a super costume. So basically, what do we want to see among these that we don't have? That's my question. And like I said before, I personally would love to see. Actually, Ogma would be really cool. I like Ogma so recently, and I think that yeah, that could be really cool. Like Marina, Ogma, and Beth. That's my 3. Yeah, and of course, like I said, I don't think Mayreel, but Rue and Camel definitely. But Camel is pretty new, so I don't know if you would get one. Looking at releases, the latest one we have that actually got a super costume would be Lilith, but that's pretty far off, like, you know, Camel down there anyways. So I'm not really sure we're gonna see one for the new heroes. And like I said, Mayreel has a lot of awesome ones too, so I think that would be a little bit wasted maybe to do. Rue, however, while I do love the snowman, could be really cool. Bar is pretty dead now, so that would just be a waste. Pretty much at the level of Rampang, I guess. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, or Knight for that. I don't know. I just love the default skin on Knight personally. So, but I guess it makes sense since it's the main character that you could get something. But yeah, what else? Let me just see here. Arabelle, Eva. Okay. Well, Arabelle could be pretty nice, I guess. Lupina maybe. But yeah. Oh, Eugene. That could be very interesting. Although I do love her unicorn thing. Do I still use that, by the way? I really hope I do. Where is she? Eugene. Oh yeah, there she is. The ice cream, it's amazing. That's like a super costume in itself. Yeah. Minori has one. Bianca could probably be something cool, or Visuak, even now that I started not disliking her as much as I did before. So yeah, there's definitely a lot here. Speaking of the spreadsheet, for those who haven't seen it, there's like everything is covered in here, so you can just like dig in, see what you want to do, just show it really quickly here. We also have the super costumes, and I actually took the time and... Oh, wait a minute. Let's check something here. That's 100, and then I think that was 110. Yeah, and I changed it to 120. Then this one could be 90. I just want to have... Can we make this a lot smaller? I really hope so. Now I'm feeling troubled here. Oh no. Wait, I think that's fine though. Number of total crafts. Yeah, we can just merge and unmerge it. There we go. Ah. Okay. We need it a little bit bigger. Well, this was annoying. Now I'm annoyed. That one is pretty big though. We can make this one smaller. Let's make it a 50. Still super fine. Except it's not, because there is a little... Okay. Well, I'll fiddle with this later. But anyways, let's just make this smaller too then. Because I really want to... Wait, is that... Snore. 20, let's make that 10. I don't know, I'm just super OCD with these things. Really annoying me. There we go, now I can see everything in one screen here, thank you. But now this one is ruined, obviously. But I think we are going to fix that somehow. Oh, let's make it 10. There we go. Shh. Anyways, so, yeah, you have the different super costumes here. Here's sorted by quality or rank, whatever it's called. Then here it's sorted by time in the old way we did it, but then I saw someone else made a similar thing to this, which I copied. So credit to whoever made that, by the way. I don't know who, no one told me. So, but yeah, so I just like this format better. It's so much easier to see in a way. So yeah, I just made a copy of that. So yeah. And I also have a little calculator here. These are my stats, and now it's ruined again because this is weird. Now that one is weird. Why is it weird? There we go. So what this is you fill your current unique merch here. That's mine. stats, and then your total super costumes in there, and then up here you type your total cost, which you can find in the missions here. Here, no, yes, yeah, here. So 3905, for example, that would be mine now. So 3905, and then it's gonna show how many you are supposed to have expected, and then here will show how many you have, if you're lucky or unlucky, basically. This was made from the start though, like before we had the pity, so I don't know how that would affect everything. Like the pity is not taken into account here, so maybe the numbers are a little bit off, I don't know. But either way, it's definitely actually the pity would just make it even more, it would be in favor of, yeah, okay, so never mind, that shouldn't affect this. That's really like the bottom, yeah. But yeah, so there's that, and then you can also see the events here, and you can see like which materials you get and the rewards and everything, and yeah. And over here there's like, I just put this here. It's the same as this one, it's just if you're down there and you want to look and you're like, oh, what do I have, so you don't need to scroll up and like go back and forth, so it was just easier to keep there. There's that. Webcam zone, of course, you know this one. That's New Year season indeed, and yep, fun stuff. Thanks to Sage72 for giving me all the information for this one. And then we also have the banner and raid history here. So you can see here, that's the soft launch, and that's the global launch of the game, and this is Korea, I believe. And yeah, that's all the banners. Pretty interesting to have that history, and of course we have the raid here as well, and I am not the one doing this one. That is a guy called Wing Zero, so big thanks to him for keeping this up to date. I just added this little thing here because there's so many of them now, so you kinda want to have one at the top and the bottom, so sorry for confusing that one. But yeah, so we're just keeping track of everything here, and then we have a calculator here for Evo Stones. You put the real life cost of money here, doesn't matter what currency, whatever it is, just the number you put it there, and then you know, yeah, you can put some things here to track how many you need. So for example, you know, if you wanna do yeah, you have 0 here crystals and you wanna max them out all the way, there you go. Okay, so it's gonna cost you and let's say you don't need any hero crystals on top of that, or let's say you actually want MLB a new hero, really, and you're not gonna buy anything, right? So then you would be like, okay, so you need 83,000 gems worth of pools if you are gonna go that way, right? And you know, it would cost this much in real life, and you know, you would have that many excess gems. This is assuming you buy the 13,000 gem packs, by the way. Nowadays we are so spoiled, so we don't really need to do that, and I think it's really stupid to do so unless you're in a really hurry, because we are getting so many gems from the other smaller packs that are priced much better, you know, if you're gonna go that route. However, if you do not want to do that and instead want to farm, then of course you have to type your average stamina per day here. I guess the easiest thing would be to calculate what you would do in a week and divide it by 7. So just take all the stamina you're going to spend in a week and then divide by 7, and then put that number there, and then you're going to see how many days it's going to take if you're going to farm Evo dungeons instead. And then it says here like how many Evo stones, which is of course this number, and then you can add some more heroes here if you're going to have a bunch of them. So yeah, and you can just fill the name if you want to make your own tracker. Also here, how to edit, make your own copy. I do get these little requests here and there, and it's like, no, make your own copy. You're not going to get access to this one for obvious reasons. So just make a copy. It's going to be a literal copy of everything that you're seeing here, and then you can do exactly as you want, and that's much better for everyone. So there's that. What else do we have? These ones haven't been touched in a very long time. Someone else made a battle medal thing actually that I saw. That was really good. I think it was between, if you're top 100 or something and you do all the content and stuff in the game, like top 100 arena or whatever, I think you're supposed to get like around 1300 or something every month, or 1400. It was between there depending on how the alignment of raid and master arena stuff was. I can't remember, but yeah, so there's that. But yeah, we have this anyways, and then there's the guardian level 1. Yeah, lots of work were put, but I don't know if we got anything back from that. Anyways, now I've been talking for a long time here again. No. Anyways, yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not gonna be talking about this. I just got a little bit carried away there. Anyways, Laters.